In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a really good drawing of an eye. You're going to need to really take your time. This drawing took 45 minutes to complete. Don't worry, I've sped it up on the video, but at that 45 minutes, only 20% of that time was actually drawing. 80% of that time was looking at my eye. 80% looking, 20% drawing, remember that. You need to really concentrate on getting all the shapes right first of all. Everyone's eyes are different, but what your eye is not is a lemon. Don't start this drawing with a lemon or almond shape. That isn't what your eye looks like. Really look at the shape, angles and curves of your eye. If it's wide, draw it wide. If it's narrow, draw it narrow. Don't forget the tear duct because this gives your eye a lovely shape. And make sure that you include your eyelid, again paying attention to the shape and how this lines up with the eye itself. Give yourself plenty of room for your eyebrow. I noticed that if I added the height of my eye and eyelid on top of itself, this is the perfect distance for my eyebrow. Make sure you look to see how far before and after your eye that your eyebrow starts and stops. Draw a circle shape for your iris, but this is cut off by your upper and lower eyelid, so have a think about where along the width of your eye this should start and stop. At this point, you could draw in a line to show the thickness of your lower eyelid, but don't forget to use a really sharp pencil for this. When drawing in the rest of your eyebrow, use flicks to show the direction of each individual hair, looking at where the shape gets thicker and thinner. Well, maybe not every hair, but using this technique really emphasises the texture. For eyelashes, use flicked curvy lines too, but please be honest about what you can see. I love long, thick, luscious lashes, but if I drew in what I'd like my eyelashes to look like, then my drawing would look ridiculous. In reality, I can only see my eyelashes coming out at the ends. The rest are flat, so I just mark them in so it looks like I'm thickening up my upper eyelid. My eyelashes are not straight lines either, so be careful of this as well, please. It's time to start shading. Hooray! I'm going to start shading my pupil and iris because these are the darkest tones in my drawing. I need to sketch in the reflection of my ring light and sketchbook first because attention to detail will make my drawing look amazing. I have very dark brown eyes, so I'm going to be pressing down harder on my pencil, but soft enough so I can get an even tone, graduating between tones so I'm going smoothly from dark to light. I need to keep going over my shading, edges and detail with a sharp pencil to add definition to shapes and contrast between tones. Then going over the marks on my eyelashes to make them stronger. Now I'm going to focus on shading the rest of my face. It is important to do this so you get an idea about the form, the three-dimensional space your eye occupies. Holding my pencil flat allows me to shade larger areas as I am using more of the surface area of my pencil. Pressing gently, I build up the tone, concentrating on the exact shape and size of the shadows on my face, even measuring with my fingers to get this accurate. I use a small bit of kitchen roll to smudge my shading to make it look smoother. You can use a blending tool or smudge stick if you have one, but please avoid using your fingers. Your skin contains oils that will ultimately make your shading less smooth, more patchy, and harder to rub out, so don't do it. Once I've shaded in the main areas, I go over the darker tones with a sharp pencil and the lighter tones with a sharp rubber. You can make your rubber sharp by simply cutting off a corner and using that. Smudge over the white part of the eye and you can pick out reflections with the rubber. This will make your eye look like it's glistening and will show that you've really thought about the detail. Lastly, add your lower lashes, really thinking about exactly where they are as well as the direction they flick out at. Go over the last bits of tone, mark making and detail and you're done.